Hello, hello, hello. All right. I haven't been able to get the filters to work in a while, and I got it to work today. I know Instagram's been like upgrading. Oh my gosh. We don't need that much light. Hello. How is everyone doing today? Hello, hello. Hey, Jade. All right. I'm so excited I got the filter to work. Like, it really doesn't take much to make me happy. I'm not gonna lie. But I just have to like get myself situated here. So, how is everyone? Hello. Hey, Pamela. So, what do we have? We are in smack in the middle of September. And we have a busy week ahead of us here at the Cartomancer. Amber. So we have, good morning. So just some housekeeping. Tonight we have, all right, well, for me it's kind of tonight, but for Pacific, it's not. It is 3:30 Pacific and 6:30 Eastern time. We have Mitchell Osborne is going to be on here with me. And hi, Callie. And we are going to be chatting about, I don't know, all the things. We're going to talk about tarot. We're going to talk about animals. He does a lot of animal communication stuff. And, just whatever comes up. So I'm really excited about that. He's so much fun. So that is what we will be doing tonight. And then on Thursday at 9 Pacific and noon Eastern time, so same time as this, we are going to have Byron Ballard on. So I am really excited about that. She is just like the folklore witch of all of the witchiness. So she is going to come here. We're going to talk about her new book. And epic fail for Jen because I don't have it sitting right here. I'm actually reading it, so I have it upstairs, so I can go sit on the deck and read it when I get a minute. So I've been going through that, and she has written so many books and has so much information to share. So I'm really excited about that too. And really for the next couple of weeks, we have like 2 guests every week for the next couple of weeks. So it is going to be just, we're kicking off our fall, like whoa, okay? We're not messing around. So we are going to be having so many fun people on, and yeah, it's going to be great. So where are we here in the sky? Let me look at my notes. I have Post-it notes everywhere, and then they get stuck on everything, but I need them. So there's that. That's my Post-it note thing of the day. So I think we're just right in the first quarter phase of the moon right now. And we're heading to the full moon, which is on the 20th. Yes, on the 20th. So we're getting there. First quarter moons are really great for kind of reevaluating the intentions. Thank you. The intentions that you set for our last new moon. So whatever intentions you set, whatever things that you wanted to bring forth, the first quarter moon is really awesome to kind of reevaluate, readjust, and see where you want to take it and if you need to tweak some things so that when you get to that point of the full moon, you can just, again, that's just like the big reassessment, how did that go? How did that month go? What were the actions that I was taking really making a difference? Were they helping move along so those intentions can come true? So if they weren't at the full moon, that's a great time to just release that, all right, that's fine. Go back to the drawing board and come up with some new stuff. So that is a little spiel about the moon stuff. So today, let's see, move all my stuff out of the way. I have to, let me show you. I got the coolest little mouse pad. Look how cute it is. And now it's all sparkly, so it makes it so much better. All right. The question is also, did Jen have too much coffee this morning? So I am using the, I torture myself with these ginormous cards. This is the Alchemy Visions Tarot. So it's a really cool box. And I actually won this a couple years ago, I think on Instagram. I don't know what I had to do, but I won it. So I'm down for that. And then the Oracle deck that we're going to use, Witches of Legend. Oh, it's so much fun when it's all sparkly. So we will be using that. And this is a really, actually a really cool deck. So we will get all that. There's always the, you know, when you know, the cool thing that is always fun about supporting, you know, indie deck creators and stuff like that, which I'm like a baby indie deck creator. So shameless plug, if you want to check out my deck that's coming along, you can head over to Stardust Wanderer Tarot and check it out. And I'll probably release a new card on my birthday because it's my birthday, right? But this is, you know, you always get all the goodies in it. Jamie Sawyer always has great goodies in hers too. So this is, this just is all different goddesses, but they're kind of like the dark goddesses or the witches, you know, and it's got some nice gold. Matches my nails. Ooh, my nails look good with sparkles. So, we will just kind of see what dark goddess is hanging around for the week guiding us. So I definitely will need the book for that. So let me organize all my boxes here. All right. And off we go. I'm trying to hit the wave. Come on. All right, good. All right, so you guys, look how big these cards are. Look at my little hands with this big card. Big, whatever, big cards. So we are gonna be definitely, and the back of these are really cool too. Look at the back of these. Oh, I left my window open, so I know I got a little glare. All right, so we are gonna just start right at the top of our zodiac and go through there. And then along the way, if you guys have questions, you can pop them in the chat and I'll get to them kind of in between, or you can wait till the end. Yeah, you really want to see this? Like, legit, I'm just going like this. Like this is what I'm doing. We're just kind of doing one of these. There's no riffle shuffling. There's nothing really graceful about this situation. And I'm not the most graceful, you know, person to begin with. So I have to do it in a way that doesn't throw the cards everywhere. So, yes. And you know what? Funny story about these cards too. You know, there's some nudity. And I posted a card, and it was the first Facebook post that I got like a warning from Facebook because it was showing like some tatas, you know. I was like, geez. At least I didn't get banned, you know. So let me graciously shuffle these. But yeah, so I owe that to this deck. Yes. All right, let's go. So we have the 5, and these are very interesting cards too. The 5 of Wands. Look at that. So Aries, you know, excuse me. Aries, this week, you know, things feel like, you know, they may feel like they're all coming at you at once, right? Like things are, you have stuff to do. You know, there's things that you have to get done. I know. And I've been in Instagram jail, and that was not fun. That was for like 10 days, and I don't even know what I did. Oh, you know what? I unfriended, like, you know, have like the ghost accounts. So I started just kind of getting rid of them. And I think I did too many at once, and Instagram banned me for like 10 days. Was not good. Not good. So Aries, back to Aries. Aries, you know, I think looking ahead into your week, just prepare yourself, you know that some things may not go the way you planned. You might have a little bit of conflict going on. So just prepare for it and be ready for it. Which I'm curious to see what Dark Witch you get for this, because, you know, she maybe will help you out. All right. So we got Freya. Oh, that's a good one. So let's see what it has here for Freya. if you don't know, when I have the oracle, I really do like to read what they say on here, what their interpretation is. So this is just saying, Freya is an open book, a free thinker, completely unafraid to be herself despite the persecution she may face. So, you know, I think that goes really well with that. And, you know, yeah, you're going to be facing some conflict, but stand your ground and know that, yeah, this is the way I want it to go. And, you know, if all of you are going to be, you know, in all your noise, it doesn't matter because I'm going to still kind of do what I want to do and just stand your ground. So that's what I have for that one. All right. Let me get a drink. I'm trying to pick these up with one hand. It's not happening. Okay. I'm going to say give him a shuffle, but we're going to give him like a slide instead. So Taurus. All right, Taurus. Taurus, we have the Four of Cups. All right, you know what, Taurus? You know, you need to kind of get out of your own way this week. And that may be just getting up and moving around, maybe going outside, maybe even just listening to a different perspective, because I always see this as like the meh card. You know, it's like, so what? But with this card, you know, you have this other one that's hanging out back here. And on this one, I think there's wheat coming out of it. So, I don't know, take that for however you want. But, you know, you're so busy looking at things that haven't really worked out for you the best, or they didn't go the way you wanted. So you're just like, whatever, I don't care anymore. But there is still something hanging out up here. So don't give up just yet and really kind of shake yourself off. You know, okay, things, you know, didn't go the way I want, and move forward. And maybe it's time to do something different, you know, because we know that, you know, when we still do the same thing over and over again, nothing changes. So if nothing's changing and it's making you feel some sort of way, it's time to do it. It's time to change something. And, you know, that could really, again, even be something little. And I always say that, you know, I'm always like, okay, it could be something small. It doesn't need to be something big. But a lot of times changing one little habit can really make so much of a difference. So let's see what Dark Goddess is going to kick your butt out of your meh-ness. Ooh, Santa Muerte. All right. Well, if there was someone to tell you to just cut it out, I'd have to say that's probably a good one. All right, let's see. Santa Muerte brings a shocking end to negative influences and a stark reminder that our time on Earth is short. Cut away habits or relationships that don't empower you and get back on focusing what's most important. Oh, well, yeah. So basically, she's like, cut your whining out, do something different, because, you know, we're not here for a very long time. So, you know, and I think that really just kind of speaks to like, is it really that important? Or is it really my problem? Because that's always one thing I'm always talking to people about too. Like, because we, you know, we tend to say yes to everything, you know, and, you know, some of us, you know, we've kind of been conditioned to do that, right? The yes, yes, yes. So, you know, practice saying no sometimes. And that may be, and you know what, usually the best time to practice saying no is to those things you always automatically say yes to. Even though you hate it, even though it's annoying, you always just say yes. And it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy with the things that we're conditioned to do. And we think that it's like our idea and we're doing it because we want to, but it's really not. And when you start feeling some sort of way about it, it's time to take a peek at that. So, let's go to Gemini. Man, these cards aren't playing around today. As long as they aren't flying around, we're good. Ooh, Gemini, the lovers. Look at that. Lots going on there. So, it's really kind of cool that we got Gemini for the lovers, which is 2, and the Gemini twins 2. So, the number 2 is obviously popping in my head. But also here, I think this is more about loving yourself and your relationship with yourself. So maybe Gemini, it's time to take a peek at that. Maybe it's time to give that some attention. You know, have you been practicing self-care? Have you been, you know, talking negatively to yourself? Maybe it's time to really take a peek at that and see where you can make it better, you know, and be kinder to yourself too. And, you know, being that it's a major card too, I feel like I go like this, like my whole face is gone. Being that it's a major card too, I feel like this is also kind of calling you that, yeah, you know what? You aren't taking care of yourself, so some big changes need to happen, or it's going to really start affecting you. So that is something to definitely pay attention to, Gemini. All right. Let's see what the witches have to say. Hello for everyone that just joined us. And before I pull a card for our Gemini witch card that just jumped out, be sure to join me tonight, today, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. I'm going to be back on chatting with Mitchell Osborne, so come hang out with me. So, ooh, I got the Sea Witch. I got the Sea Witch for you, Gemini. So let's see what that's about. So this Sea Witch, let's see. A woman of cool and composed judgment. The Sea Witch reminds us to consider our dreams rationally. Knowing ourselves enough to discover what really makes us feel fulfilled and take patience can change over time. So, you know, again, these cards are playing really nice together. And, you know, the Sea Witch is basically calling for you to be like, yeah, you know, you got that Lover's card. It's time to start paying attention to yourself. It's time for you to really start changing some things in your life because your self-care isn't where it should be. Yes, I'm so excited to hang out with Mitchell tonight. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. And then on Thursday at this time at 9 Pacific and 12 Eastern, on Thursday, I'm going to be hanging out with Byron Ballard. So that is going to be a ton of fun too. All right, so now we're moving on to Cancer. All right, Cancers, what do we got for you here? We got the Lovers again. All right, so Cancers, for this, for you, I think it's really more about examining the relationships in your life. Are they healthy? Are they satisfying relationships? How, you know, when you think of these big you know, the big important relationships in your life, how do they make you feel? Because if it makes you feel anything other than great, then it's time to really look at them and really examine, you know, and look into it. And why am I feeling this way? Because again, a change may be needed. And, you know, again, we have the, you know, the major card coming in. So Cancers, there may be a relationship that is not healthy in your life that you need to do something about it, pay attention to it, give it, you know, either, you know, you can end it, and if you can't end it, just finding ways to cope with it, you know, that are healthy for you. So let's see. Oh, these are the back of the Witches of Legend cards too. Just want to show you that. All right. So, ooh, look at that one. We got Isis. Oh, she looks really cool with her all sparkly like that. So Cancers, let's see what Isis has to say to you here. Despite having every reason to give in to grief and loneliness, Isis' persistence, focus, and strength kept the cosmos in balance. So it says there's always a way to transform a terrible situation into something that empower yourself. So, you know, again, Isis is just backing up what I just said. You know, how can you feel more empowered in your relationships? That's something for you Cancers to really think about this week. And, okay. So here we go with our sort of shuffling I have going on here. These cards, guys, are so ginormous. You know, it's always a good idea. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll use these cards and they're huge. It's fine. And then I'm like trying to like shuffle them. Okay. Here we go. So for Leos, we have the 5 of Swords. I know, right? I'm never taking this filter off. It's on forever. And I know Instagram just updated and I couldn't get the filters to work like forever. It wouldn't work. But they gave them back to me. So now I'm taking advantage of said thing. So, where were we? Leo. Leo, we have the 5 of Swords. So, this week for you, it's, you know, I feel like that, you know, it's, I just want to look at this card for a minute. Oh, this is very interesting. There's like a skeleton, hollow skeleton people. Okay. That's pretty cool. Right? Like this, it's a pretty cool card. You know, so Leo, this week is, you know, I feel that you have some things going on. You have some ideas, you have some maybe, you know, projects that you need to start or whatever, but they're all kind of floating around in your head right now and they're not moving. They're in your head, you know? So I feel like, you know, you're halfway there. You're getting there. Those things just need a couple more steps to become reality. And I do feel this week that you need to start taking those action steps to move you forward and get you, you know, get those thoughts, you know, into whatever it is that they need to be. Like they're not where they need to be yet. So it's, you know, you know, it's kind of very like cerebral thing. Like they're just kind of floating around like you're halfway there, but it's kind of stuck. So what can you do to kind of get your inspiration flowing? You know, I always say grounding is always a fantastic thing. Just even getting outside or just taking a couple minutes just to be, and that could be anywhere, you know, if you're going somewhere and you get there, even if you just take a minute in the car just to sit in the quiet and just kind of get everything, just settle yourself, you know? And I feel like once you do that, it'll help kind of get the motor going, you know, in your brain, and then you can start really moving forward again. So let's see what goddess we got. These are a lot easier to shuffle, I'll tell you that. Oh, we have Selene. Look at Selene. I love that. That's a really cool one. So Selene's message for our Leos is, let's see what she has. Nope, that's not her. I'm reading it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. I can read, I promise you. There it is. Selene is a beautiful, powerful, and important goddess who seems to have lost herself in unnecessary and unhealthy relationship. She's a reminder of dwelling on the past only leads to bitterness and misery. So, you know, with that, I feel that, like, you know, in relation to that 5 of Swords, it's all about getting out of these, you know, kind of like, you know, maybe that's something that's holding you back, Leos. Maybe there's some past thoughts or past thinking that's kind of invading on you, and it's time for you to really start moving past it, you know? Yeah, it's a really cool deck. It really is. And it's got, you know, it's got this little guidebook here, and it just kind of tells you, and it has a little place for like notes if you want. I don't know how many cards. I'm trying to see if I could see how many cards are in it. It might say in the box. Nope. I mean, I would say there's probably 50-ish cards in there if I were to guess. So there is a lot, you know, and it has a meaning. It has, and it does tell you like the myth of it as well. And then you can write notes. So and then it has a pronunciation too, which is really cool. I like that too at the top. So Virgos, let's see. I'm gonna pick this up. And if you would like me to pull a card for you, you could go ahead and put your question right in the comments and I will get to it. 34 cards. That's really? That seems like there's more than those. It doesn't say on it anywhere. You know how usually it does? See that? I don't know, right? I mean, if you say, look at, I mean, I guess that could be 30-ish. Yeah, I guess that could be 30-ish. So yeah, that's them. All right. Let's do some shuffling here and let's get to Virgos. Which Virgo season is coming to a close. When I repost this, I usually I usually will put, I'll usually put, yeah, okay. Start that over again. I will put what cards I used, and I will tag it on Instagram too so that you can find them. So if you ever see a deck that I'm using and that you like, if you go to our IGTV and you find it, I always put decks used, and I always tag whose ever deck it is so that you can find it. So that's something that is there too. Yes. All right, Virgos. All right, Virgos, how are we going to close out Virgo season? The Seven of Swords. Look at this one. You know what, Virgo? It's almost, you know, like I said, your season's almost over. It's time for you to just let go what doesn't need you, what you don't need, and really just not look back. It's time for you to move forward. It's all about moving forward, because there's nothing for you back there. You know, what you need and what is waiting for you is all ahead of you. So keep moving forward. So that is your message, Virgos. And we got Baba Yaga. Look at that, cool, right? I got these, I think I got them a year or two ago. I don't remember. So Baba Yaga is fierce, independent, and powerful witch. If you come across her, do your best to keep your wits about you. Come with good intentions and strong backbone, and she may bless you with a gift. So, with our Seven of Swords, I think Baba Yaga is just really reminding you that, you know what, it's okay to get up and move forward and leave stuff behind that you don't need, and to really just stand in your power and move forward and just keep going, I like that one. So next we have Libra. As I'm trying to shuffle these. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like so loud too. There's no good way to do this. All right, so Libras, what do we got for you, Libra? So we have the Ace of Coins. All right, oh, I like that. So for you Libras, it's time to start something new. If you have a new project, if you have something just rolling around in your head that you'd like to start and get going, it's time to do it. Take some time, put some time aside just for this new project, because it's ready to come out. It's ready to get going. It wants to exist. So Libras, it's time, start that new thing. It's almost like you have been given that opportunity, like I'm giving you permission to get it going. And as a Libra, I accept all of this because, I always have something going on. Always. So over the weekend, I did kind of like a witchy photo shoot. And I got some of the proofs back last night. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. It's always fun to be trompsing around in the, hey Nathan, trompsing around in a very, very busy park in Saratoga Springs, if you are familiar, in Congress Park, in a witch hat, in a long flowy gown, and all sorts of things. So that's how I spent my weekend, or at least just Saturday. All right, Libras, what card? Oh, Schmeck. Oh, I'm so bad with those. Let's see. I'm going to use the pronunciation because I butcher names all the time. It is my, I can't say it. I'm thinking about it too much and I can't. It's, all right, her, okay, I can't do it. I can't say it. I'm overthinking it so bad right now. All right, so she could be a warning against letting emotion take the reins in any situation. So while satisfying the moment, letting chaotic emotions run wild can lead to destruction. So actually, this is a really cool card to get with this because, it's about starting new things, right? But, we have the Pentacles, and that's also about practicality. So yeah, it's time to start these new things, but be practical about it. Don't just dash everything aside and then jump into it. It's time to just, okay, yeah, I'm ready to get these projects rolling. This is what I'm going to do. And kind of, you know, keep it a little more organized and not just like, woo, running for it. And then I'll just learn how to pronounce names in my life. Hey, it just is. So, moving on. All right, Scorpio. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we have the Hermit. Oh, this is a really funny card. Look at this card. Look at his feet. Like his feet on his feet. I'm not sure. There's so much happening in this card right now. All right, Scorpio, it's time for you to just chill out. It's time for you to step back, and that could mean in just your everyday life. That can mean in your internet life. But it's time for you to just kind of take stock of yourself and how you're doing and what you need to do to care for yourself and, you know, not getting caught up in everything that's going on. I do feel like with all the planets and all these things going on, there's a lot of like emotion happening. So, you know, be aware of it too. You know, be aware. Know when it's time for you to step back and try to do it in a way that isn't going to cause too many ruffles for everybody else, you know? I love my Scorpios, and, you know, they like, the snark is real, you know? It just is. So I think it's really reminding you, like, you know what, the situation isn't for you. Just back away as quiet as you can. So let's see what Dark Goddess hangs out here for us. For Scorpio. Oh, we got that Santa Muerte again. You know, and that's that, you know, she was all about no nonsense, you know, and not taking crap. So I really do feel like Scorpios, like, there may be, you know, things coming up that you just need to not engage in. Like, you don't have to take the crap. You don't have to deal with it, especially if it has nothing to do with you, because I feel like it has nothing to do with you. But also, you know that you're doing it to take care of yourself. So you're not taking crap. You're backing away for you, not for them. And that might help you to, you know, back away nice and quiet if you can. All right, so that brings us to Sagittarius. All right. I know, I mean, these cards are not fooling around. They're like, okay, here we go. So, yeah, that's what's really cool about that deck too, is because it's more of like the dark ones. Yeah, serious. You know, and they just have they have the intense energy. And I think a lot of times people don't work with them because they are afraid of those intense energies. But what you don't realize is those energies are what you need, especially if you're being called to work with these archetypes. And I think too that researching it and paying attention to, you know, just the thoughts and feelings that come up when you do work with them is really important, because there's no reason to be afraid of them. And, you know, a lot of people are. They're like, oh no, I can't work with them. Like, it's going to be bad. But, you know, they don't fool around. They can be very intense, but it's usually what you need, right? It's usually something that's been hanging around for a while that you need to clear away to move forward, or to let other opportunities come through. And I'm just saying, give it a go. And I think researching too, just do a lot of reading about it, because I think the more you read about them too, that you'll realize that it isn't a big deal. You know, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. And, you know, a lot of times the stuff on the internet, it's a little exaggerated just for their scare factor or their follower count, who knows. But, you know, definitely get lots of opinions on it just so you can form your own. All right, so that brings us to, where are we? Sagittarius? Did we do Sagittarius yet? No, we're on Sagittarius, I believe. So we got that Ace of Coins again. So, you know, I think for you, Sag, it's more of, you know, the word travel just kind of popped in my head. So I feel like for you, it's more like just a practical thing. Like, maybe there is a trip that you're planning that may need a little extra attention or extra planning or extra, you know, just navigating, because, you know, things right now too, you know, I mean, we are able to do some traveling and stuff, but it can be a little sticky. And I know you Sagittarius love to travel, love to be on the move. So I do feel like that, yeah, you are going to have some, you know, traveling going on, but give it some attention. Hello, Saphira. And just kind of be prepared, like prepare for it. And again, with that Pentacles is that practicality, I feel like is really just popping out for me this week for both that I pulled that card for. Okay, let's see which god, dark goddess we got here. I almost like let's not throw them around. Ooh, we got Newt. Hello, hello. So, oh look, this looks really cool with glitter. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, I'm curious about this one. Nut. Let's see. When it comes to her dream of motherhood, Nut doesn't let even the ruler of the gods hold her back. She has no problem asking for support to get what she wants. And as a reminder, be open to help when it's offered. See, I really like that, actually. So, you know, maybe in regards, Sagittarius, to your travel or moving forward in something, you need to ask for some help, and don't feel that you are less than because you're asking for help. Again, that's all a part of self-care, and it's really important, and you need to look at it that way. You know, you're doing this to help you. You're doing this to, you know, make things easier for you, and there's no reason you shouldn't be able to ask for help. And, you know, I know that's another thing that's very hard for people to do, is we're, you know, we're told just to deal with it and we don't need help, but we do need help. And there is a lot of help out there. So take advantage of that. I mean, in a good way, obviously. All right, let's see. Pick up all my cards because I can't pick them all at once. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we got for you. And, you know, again, if anyone wants a card, just put your question in the comments and I will get to it. And be sure to come hang out with me a little bit later with Mitchell Osborne, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. All right, so what do we got here? Oh, we got Judgment, Capricorn. So for you this week, Capricorn, you know, I do feel that I feel like in this one, it's like you feel like you're being judged, and it's in a way that is affecting you and affecting how you're going about your day, and the decisions you're making, right? And again, we got a major card, lots of major cards today too. You know, it's affecting you in a really big way. So you need to really decide, you know, how you're going to let this slide off of you, how you're going to let it affect you, you know, and if it's affecting you in a negative way, how can you change it? How can you reframe it? How can you work in a way, you know, maybe you have to work with it in a way too, you know? So I think that's really something to think about this week, Capricorns, is how are you letting these judgments affect you? Yeah, he's super nice. Super, super nice. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So that brings us to Isis again. So Isis, I think I would remember, but I don't. Oh, Isis is all... Here we go. There is Isis, and this is what we're getting for Capricorn. And, you know, she's talking about just being persistent, and having focus and strength and balance and really standing in your power, you know. So again, if you are feeling super judged by something and it's really affecting you, Capricorns, you know, stand in your power and own it, and own how you feel, and own how you let these things affect you, because, you know, we can change, you know, we can't change what people do or what they say or all that, but we can change our reaction to it. So I think that's an important thing to keep in mind, Capricorns, this week. And that brings us to Aquarius. And look at me trying to shuffle these ginormous cards. All right, let's see. All right, so Aquarius. Ooh, we got the moon. Ooh, this is really interesting. I feel like that you can really take these cards and like do some crazy journaling with them. Like some free writing. Like if you sat and like meditated with one of these cards and then did some like free writing with it, like I feel like you can get a lot of stuff going on because like, look what the moon is underneath. Like, what is going on? There's so much happening in this card. There's so much happening. These are really cool. So Aquarius, you know, the moon. So things aren't what they seem. And I feel like for you, it's kind of you getting in your own way and you're making things out worse than they really are. So I think gaining that perspective and trying to even look at things from a different perspective this week is really, really important for you so that you don't get stuck in that because you're, you know, even asking someone about a situation like, okay, well, I have this situation going on. What's your opinion on it? And I do feel like that will really kind of help you to sort that out and realize that things aren't as bad as, you know, you are maybe making them out to be. And also, that's a question to think on. Like, why am I over exaggerating things? Why am I taking things way more, you know, worse than they need to be? So really look at that, Aquarius, this week and see what you can get from that. Because again, another major card. I built so many today. You know, another major card. So again, that's something that's affecting you in a big way. So that may be, you know, and that may be something that if you know, if you're feeling down or you're feeling, you know, things just aren't going right. You're just in that like little bit of a rut. Go talk to somebody, you know, let them know how you're feeling and why you're talking to them, because maybe they can really offer some insight that will help you to move out of that. And always know, you know, like I said, there's always someone to talk to. So, you know, reach out because nobody's going to ever be like, no, you know, don't do that. Yeah, I could pull a card for you in 1 second. Let me just get the oracle card here for Aquarius so I don't lose my spot. So, look at this card. I really love this card. This is Nyx. So what does Nyx have to say for Aquarius? Let's see what I have to say. I actually really like that card. It's the embodiment of ancient strength and wisdom. And she doesn't care about, you know, all of the outside stuff. She's just very fierce and she protects, you know, herself and supporting people. So, you know what? I think Capricorn too, maybe even that might even mean that you need to be in a supportive role too to kind of help get you out of your rut. You know, maybe that's what the message from Nyx is, that, you know, even though you're feeling some sort of way, sometimes when we don't feel the greatest, helping somebody else, you know, helps us. So maybe that's something too to consider. All right, neurologic shamanic healing. Let's see. Pull a card for you. I have these ginormous cards, so it takes me a minute to shuffle, and I don't know. I'm doing pretty good with them, I think. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, we have the 9 of coins. All right. You have the 9 of coins. So everything is lining up nicely for you. And whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're like almost there, and make sure also that you, again, like that practicality of the pentacle of the coin, is just making sure that you know, you're taking practical steps and you're paying attention to the details too, so that you can have everything work out the way that you want it to. So that's what I got for you. Neurologic shamanic healing. All right. I'm trying to like, all right. Technical difficulties, please stand by. I can't pick up the cards. All right, so that brings us to Pisces. Let's do that. Oh, you're so very welcome. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we get for you. All right. Got the moon again. You saw me just do all that shuffling, right? It's always funny to me. Like, I just did all that. Like, that's hard work. Like, I'm tired from shuffling all that. And then I just get the same card. But I'm kidding. All right. So we have the moon for you, Pisces. And I believe that the full moon coming up is a Pisces full moon. So that is really coming up for me for you, Pisces. So I feel like, you know what? Take advantage of your full moon and release the crap you don't need. And also that the full moon, and I feel like, and since we're leading up to it, you know, take note. What are things that you don't need anymore? What are things that you can just start getting rid of and just kind of like plan ahead, I guess, or just even see how you go throughout the week and keep notes. Like, what do I want to release? This is a, you know, your full moon. So this is a good moon for you to really, you know, dive in and take advantage of that and get rid of all of these things and, you know, that those deep emotional things that you need to start kind of clearing out like that. It's time for that. So the moon will also, I feel like even leading up to it, the moon's going to shine, you know, its light on things that maybe you have kind of stowed away, you know, that little box in your brain that you're like, you know what, I don't want to deal with that. It's going in there and we're pushing it to the back. Well, that little box is going to be popping up. And, you know, I'm inviting you to start releasing some of that, this especially coming up this full moon. All right, let's see what goddess we get for you, or witch or goddess, whatever. All right. Ooh, all right, we have a jumper. What do we have? Ooh, Lady of the Lake. Look at that one. So let's see. See what the Lady of the Lake has to say. That reminds me of, oh my gosh, what's that show? I love it. It was on Netflix with the Lady in the Lake. And they did a couple of them. They were so good. So Nimune is the Lady of the Lake. So she is about having boundaries. Yeah, it's having boundaries is important so you can continue feeling confident and empowered. So it says, no matter what a creepy wizard wants. So we're avoiding creepy wizards, Pisces, but we're also, you know, setting boundaries. And maybe that's something that you need to start really thinking about for this new moon or our full moon coming up. So that's what we have. And that concludes our zodiac readings. And we need to get Becky's. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Yay, Becky. Wondering what the energy aroused the new job. Okay. Let's see what that energy is. And I have to say, Becky, your formatting of your questions has gotten like so good. Like you are really doing awesome with that. I just needed to note that. Lisa, hello. I saw you got to hang out with Pam yesterday. That's awesome. All right, let's see, Becky, what do we got for you? We're gonna give that a really good shuffle. Ooh, we have the Two of Coins. So that is really, that's awesome. I like that card. And for you, I think right now, I feel like it's like they're trying to balance everything out so that it works for you and it works for them. So that is a really positive card. I like that. And I do feel that they are definitely like, it's in process. And you know, again, we got the Pentacles. So that is work related and they're just trying to like balance everything out and just sort it out so that it works best for everyone. So there you go, Becky. Yeah, definitely. Keep me posted. So yeah, we went through everything. So yeah, I love that. That was a good one. So does anyone else want a card before I go ahead and wrap it up for today? I would appreciate a card, the energy around a bad habit I'm trying to break. All right, the imaginary restaurant. Let's see what we get. All right. So we got strength. Look at that. So stay strong. You are doing good. You are, you know, I think when you are having a doubt about it or you feel like you're not getting anywhere, remember the strength card is popping up for you. I'm trying to see what's in this card. Oh. So yeah, like it's basically like stay strong. Like this has got all sorts of things happening in it. But I also, you know, what I'm noting too is like this person is kind of, I got chicken skin. Yeah, you know, like I noticed that this person is kind of looking away too. So I feel like that right now you may be just kind of like looking away from your strength, like you're not paying attention to it. So refocus. And when you start feeling like you're kind of going off track, refocus yourself. And I think by doing that, it will really help you to stay on track and really kind of beat that habit. Good luck with that though. It's always hard doing that stuff. All right. Yes, absolutely, Lisa. All right, let's see. What do we got for you, Lisa? Ooh, we got the Four of Swords. I'm just looking to see what's going on in this card. Look at that. So for you, and I'm also noticing like the owls in it. There's these two really cool looking owls. For you, I think it's about, you know, knowing what your options are and setting your boundaries. I feel like boundaries keep popping in my head. So I think for you, it's setting boundaries. Like that's the wise choice, you know, and I'm really just reading off these owls too. Like I feel, you know, I feel like they're like, hey, it's time for you to set some boundaries in some certain areas of your life, and that maybe thinking about, you know, starting that process would be good. And that's what I got for you, Lisa. So yeah, so that's what we have for today. And so come hang out with me a little bit later, 3:30 Pacific and 6:30 Eastern, while I hang out with Mitchell, and we will be chatting about all the things, tarot, aliens, whatever else we come up with. We just kind of, you know, oh, good. Yes. There you go. That's it, Lisa, for sure. You know, we're going to be talking about, it's going to be fun. We're going to be talking about so many things. And then Byron is on Thursday, and I'll make a post with that too and set a reminder on the stories, which is a really cool thing to do. Because if you hit it, it'll send you a reminder when it's about to run out. And then also hitting the notifications on our page. Instagram page is really important too, so you don't miss any of the lives or any of those things going on. Why, thank you, Imaginary Restaurant. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that's that for the week. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you on the full moon on the 20th on Monday, and also a little bit later. All right. And I will definitely, I'm going to write the name of the deck on the bottom, the decks in the comment thing, and tag them if you want to find them. Yeah. I'm having to like learn how to talk today. What's my problem? All right, guys, have a great day, a great week ahead, and we'll chat soon. All right, bye.